Hi everybody, it's your friend Dan, Daniel Hutchins. We're back again. What are we doing? Well, we are doing stuff. What are we going to be doing? Creating some comic universe. What about a comic universe are we doing? Well, we're doing a late night video. Yeah, a late night video. Tonight's late night video is going to be about Game of Thrones. Okay, Game of Thrones, the first late night video for Hutchins Hut Wolfpack Incorporated. Game of Thrones quietly foreshadowed finale inside of season 1. Game of Thrones quietly foreshadowed finale in season 1. While later season of Game of Thrones quickly became controversial, the early seasons, again universally beloved, Ned Stark's adventures in season 1 had helped catapult the show into mainstream tragedy, soaringly that of heart-wrenching, captivating, well-designed, biggest twist you've ever conceived. The Reddin alone has incredibly been well done by itself. The final season has immense criticism and is filled with properly sent Daenerys Targaryen's failed to villainy. Again, as simply as she said she lost moral compass in final episode after spending so long attempting to support small folks around Westeros and Essos. Despite these critiques, however, Return in the Darkness foreshadowed by key scenes from season 1. Again, Ned and Robert argued about Daenerys' life. In Game of Thrones season 1 episode 5, The Wolf and the Lion, Ned and Robert began an episode of relatively good terms. However, while Ned was infuriated by Robert's incessant need to sweep about King's Landing, while bankrupting the entire realm, he still had love for his old friend. Tragically, though, the deep-seated friendship nearly died when Robert demanded Ned help kill Daenerys Targaryen, after discovering she's pregnant with Khal Drogo's child, and he wanted nothing more to see her dead. Ned refused to entertain the notion. They did not want to kill the princess. Unfortunately, the request did not come as a great surprise to some, if you pay attention. During the horrific events of Robert's rebellion, the king developed a relentless hatred of Daenerys' family. After all, her brother kidnapped Robert's betrothed, Lyanna Stark. The Mad King Aerys has then brutally murdered Ned's family and called Robert and Ned's heads. Driven by need of revenge, he continued to nurse the resentment for years later, and then no wonder why he wanted to see the pregnant Daenerys dead. Despite being ordered by the king, Ned refused to even entertain the idea to kill the princess. Horrified at the idea of killing a kid, and then might be thinking of his own secret, Ned refused to serve the king and such horrible horrors. However, he surrendered and is supposed to be elected to return to Winterfell. It is a town where the murder of children is not considered common course. Tragically, Ned never arrived, and then girl that he attempted to save would eventually destroy the very castle Ned and Robert were arguing in. Robert eventually repented and agreed to Ned. Ned is gone. Robert still attempted the assassination against Daenerys, yet when Robert didn't eventually repent. Game of Thrones season 1 episode 7, You Win or You Die, Robert admitted that he again was nearsighted by it, and in his dying bed, he proclaimed Ned his only true ally and begged him, let her live, stop it if it is too late. Again. Robert could have known better, but it was too late. Daenerys had survived the attempt, however, by trying to kill the Khaleesi. The Westerosi King earned the eternal ire of Khal Drogo, and has nearly ensured the destruction of Westeros by the Dothraki army. Note, Robert already oversaw the death of several Targaryen children during the sacking King's Landing. Robert's main reason for wanting Daenerys dead in the first place is she posed a threat to the entire Seven Kingdom. If she had a son who could unite the Dothraki and Golden Company under the Targaryen name, then Westeros would undoubtedly fall. That would mean the only continuation of the Targaryen name, the Targaryen dynasty, ended after Robert's family. Resurgence, again, man, of the death of all his kids. Those deaths include Robert's bastards, the 3 supposedly legitimate Lannister Baratheon children. Robert could never have predicted Daenerys would resurrect the dragons, but she knew she had the Baratheon name, keeping her alive in direct threat to the family. Robert is right for the wrong reason. Tragically, killing Daenerys would have meant the right decision for the people of King's Landing. But after all, season 8 saw her burning down the entire city after Queen Cersei had killed the dragon and her friend. Daenerys let loose on a flurry of dragonfire. Horrific attack of Ned's own daughter, Aera, witnessed firsthand. If Ned saw Daenerys would become even the Honorable Lord Stark, might have been taken aback. Note, before Daenerys' pregnancy, Viserys Targaryen was even more far greater threat in Robert's reign. Daenerys' influence did not stop the White Walkers, her dragon Visera, the sole reason the Night King is able to destroy the wall without involvement. Westeros has never been in danger at all. The free people have been in perpetual danger. Jon has already let them through the wall, even though people of Meereen, who Daenerys saved from slavery, like we saw their society collapse after Daenerys left Dorero and the Second Sons in Command City. Although she had a high ambition, Daenerys has then accomplished the little that would have been reverted after her death. Even the Unsullied, again, sail into the island of poisonous butterflies. Killing Daenerys is possibly impossible. While also arguably said Robert's remorse ensured that more assassins are sent to kill her, assassination attempts to fail. The Khaleesi and the larger Khalasar of the Dothraki Sea It's unlikely that any attack would have been harmed on Daenerys. She's constantly surrounded by attendants, swords, blood riders, etc., 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 and make matters worse, she's already on the move, even without dragons. It'd be hard to kill her, and again, it's a risk that's horrible fate. Even if they succeed, the assassin will not see the fruit of their labor until the end of their swiftly cut down. Note: Daenerys is nearly killed by a wine merchant in Game of Thrones Season 1, Episode 7, You When You Die. In one true attempt at luring one, the assassin then quickly identified the villain as Ser Jorah Mormont. Considering that Jorah was again supposed to be Robert's spy within Khalasar, his betrayal again meant that again any attempt to doom from the start. Robert's attempt could have prevented destruction of King's Landing. However, inside men, again inside agents, are not interested in actually saving Daenerys and wants to see her dead. Varys, Jorah, and countless others work diligently to protect the princess. Instead of killing the princess, they want to protect the princess. And again, but even he could not stop her. Game of Thrones is always going to end with a dark Daenerys, and even King Robert's best attempts cannot prevent it. It is a 9 out of 10 on Metacritic. 9 noble families fight for control of the land of Westeros. Ancient enemy returns after being resurrected from the dead. It's on HBO Max. If you haven't seen it, go and see it. It's really good. See you later.
2 hours later.